What up, tubers, and welcome back to another Arena Direct Win-A-Box Sealed here on Arena, the streets of dirty Tarkir Arena, something like that. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card needs. On our way to 91,000 en route to that 100k sub goal, so thank you all. I appreciate that. Yeah, let's jump in. 6,000 gems to enter. You don't get your entry fee back until 4 wins. You need to get to 7 wins to get maximum prizes. So let's open a fantastic pool and draw well, play well. You know the deal. Ooh, that is not the pool of rares we were looking for. And in fact, I'm hoping that we have a really good set of common and uncommon white and red cards so we can just BOROS smack people down. Let's see if that's true. White doesn't look too bad. It's missing a couple of 2-drops, but actually has a lot of high card quality. Brood, 2 Pack Beast. Dragonstorm, 2 Detainments. Pack Beast. Yeah, it's just missing 2-drops. So hopefully red has a lot of good 2-drops and maybe we can just aggro people out. Blue has a Forecaster, Dragonstorm Appraiser, a couple of Whispers. Black is terrible. Holy smokes, black is terrible. That is some of the worst black I've seen. How about red? Triple Shock Brigade. Oh, but it's so shallow. Those are the 2-drops we were looking for, however, and a Molten Exhale. Some other okay playable cards. Maybe we have a lot of good Boros multicolor. Green is mid-tier. Playables, not great. I see Thunder of Unity. I see a Bone Cairn Butcher. Wow, this pool is kind of horrendous. There are some okay Jeskai cards, so maybe red, white, and blue, perhaps? Although, what's my fixing look like? Jeez, our fixing's really bad, too. 4 green lands. We do have 1 Windscarred Crag. There is a Tranquil Cove for the blue, but I guess the blue doesn't really... No, the blue's not good enough. This is just a very bad pool, I would say. I think this stands a chance with the Boros aggro, and maybe I run some number of basic swamps. I don't really want to hurt my mana base, but some number of basic swamps to play the 2 Mardu cards. We can always play the Monastery Messengers as like 4 mana spells, right? Red, white, and 2. Which might be okay depending on how many non-creature, non-land cards we have, how much removal. But yeah, no, this looks like move right into Boros and hope the pool is good enough to get there, or hope the draws are good enough to get there, because this is not a great pool. How does this look? Okay, that actually is a really solid creature curve, and we have some decent interaction. No, you know what? This isn't that bad. I mean, I don't have any straight-up bombs or anything, but for a sealed pool, this looks like a draft deck. So I think this can actually get there if we can just, like, as long as we have a good curve, we should be fine. Some cards here are, like, a little bit less optimal than I would prefer, but it's not bad. We could probably even run the Wild Ride instead of the 16th or 17th land. Let's see, how about these messengers? Did I have enough targets for them to warrant? It's kind of unfortunate because these don't really go to the graveyard, so I don't think the messengers are going to get me worth it here with just those. Okay. We'll get the Windscarred Crag. I don't think I'm going to splash the black here. And then maybe just play the Wild Ride. Yeah. Boros beats it is. This is always a classic, decent backup strategy if you cannot build a good 5-color deck. And again, you saw the rares and mythics I opened. Maybe there wasn't a mythic, but Really, our card quality was pretty low. So, I'm not thrilled about the power level. I do enjoy the curve. I do like our interaction. I think this actually could do pretty well. So let's give this baby a shot. Hopefully we can, just run people over in the early game before they can resolve their Jeskai Revelations and Urenis and other nonsensical cards that we don't have access to. Opponent goes first. Well, it's already a stab in the heart. This is not a particularly good hand, but it's never going to be a mulligan with a turn 2 Shock Brigade and a roast. Not great, not great. Dragonfire Blade, okay. Pack Beast is really good, but we don't want to see it this early. The thing is, if I don't roast this now, and they just go land equip, that's a 4/4 vigilance pro hex or hexproof mono-colored, so as much as this sucks, I think this is the right play to just kill it there. Alright, let's Wild Ride while it's mana efficient. Then next turn we can Intimidate or Smack. Looks like our opponent might have kept a really sketchy hand. Okay. Maybe they were all in on the Leopard and the Blade, huh? Wow. Feels like they might have been. Sure, and no dragon reveal, though. So we can go Brigade into Pack Beast here. Pretty nice. Oh, yeah, okay. They have to be missing a third color. At least. Ooh, 6 mana Pack Beast. Not great for them. And 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is this lethal? This is lethal if I draw a land, right? Yeah, this is lethal if I draw an untapped land here. That'll work, because now we get to go Roasty Toasty and then Wild Ride. Okay. Man, killing that Leopard on turn 2 won us the game. Starting off with a win. Seems good, feels good. I go first. Hand is good. We need to not draw any more lands here, but 2-drop, 3-drop removal spell on the play. You can't really ask for much more. Okay, no more land, please. I don't think I have too many ways to mitigate Flood. I think we have, what, 1 Rescue Leopard, which can rummage. Oh, that's so brutal. That is so, so brutal. You know, if they don't block, I might want to just... If they don't block, they really want to keep that Jeskai Devotee. But I probably still need to run out the 3-drop. Drawing back-to-back lands there might have already killed us, though. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, if we had killed that Jeskai Devotee, we might have ruined him, but... it's fine. Using the Detainment there because I actually have quite a few 3-drops in this deck, right? So we can roast plus 3-drop if we draw that. Yep. Oh man, killing that freaking Devotee. Oh, come on, man. 4 of our draws were land. 3 of our draws were land. Yeah, 3 out of 4 draws were land. Not much I can do here. I don't know. This might have been a game had I just killed their Devotee on turn 3. Maybe we screw them out and we win. Holy crap. They have a tap down, maybe? Yeah. I actually do think if I had killed that Devotee on turn 2, we would have won. Don't think it was necessarily correct, but the way the game's played out, it would have been. Not even necessarily, it just wasn't correct, but it would have worked. That's too late. The damage is already done here. Wait, what? That is a weird play. Okay. I guess just so I can't pump for 1 point of damage? That actually didn't make any sense, because they could go Wildling into holding up the Exhale next turn. Huh. I mean, I'm pretty screwed here, but... the only way that playing the last land in my hand would have been correct is if... well, if I draw like 2 more lands in a row. Sure. Okay. Well, I can't beat that. Yep. That will be that then. Good beats. We flooded out, so hopefully we don't do that anymore, because that was a game that was very, very winnable otherwise. Man, their hesitation to block with the Devotee on turn 3 was tempting me to kill it so badly. I don't have a 2-drop creature with this hand, but I don't think I can mulligan, right? We have some really nice 3s. We're gonna need to feral here for sure. That would have been very, very bad had I not hit my 3rd land. Let's go for Pack Beast first, because I don't think we want to be rummaging here yet, and I don't want to have to play a removal spell next turn to push through. Oh, well, looks like I might have to use a removal spell anyways. Oh, baby. Draw 2. Draw 2 confirmed. There is probably a little bit of merit to have kept the 5th land, because I can go Leopard plus Technique, but I don't think we want to make that play. Uh-oh, Black Source. 4 mana 5/5. 3 mana 4/3, 4 mana 5/5. The opponent could kindly stop, that would be great. Wow. So all the colors. Yeah, this might be a case of our opponent beating us because they drew their 5-color good stuff. They're only at 14, so... Or they're still at 14, I should say, so... Not looking very good on that front for us. Okay, flash it back. Don't think it's worth attacking here. Hold the land for Leopard. Having no war effort type card in our deck is probably going to lose us this, huh? Maybe the flyer can help get us there. I guess we don't have like a frontline rush or a duty of the dead. Or like I said, the war effort. Those cards really would have been ones that could, like they'd kind of just win in this spot. Okay, that's going to be good. Okay. Oh no! That is brutal. Wow, I'm surprised they didn't block my Lancer then. Because if they... I would have gone for the technique and they would have kind of ruined me. Alright, let's say I attack with everything here. I get 3 tokens. The 5/5s both block 4 power creatures. That's just not enough damage. Well, this is a waiting room for them to find one of their big bombs, I guess. Whatever that big bomb might be. That's actually kind of neato. Okay. So I can go Wild Ride on the Pack Beast, for example. And then Wild Ride on the Lancer, tapping the Leopard. To let me rummage, and then I can attack with both of those pumped creatures. Oh. Actually, now I can... No, that still doesn't seem that good. It was close, though. Anafenza. Okay. Well, I could give my Pack Beast flying right now before any blocks occur. I kind of actually like that play. So either they're trading and taking 8, or they're chumping and taking 6. And actually, you know, I might as well just push the damage on whatever the flyer's unblocked. Yeah, let's do it. Let's Rebellious Strike, put them to 1. Anafenza will trigger and give them a 2/2 though, but given all of our mobilize next turn, they're going to need to draw something given the way this has played out. Otherwise, I have to assume they're going to die. One mana Pack Beast, that's a good start. Play the land, smack out, discard a card. Okay. I think we were able to steal a win here versus clearly a much stronger deck. They haven't conceded, though, which... Well, maybe they have a way to survive. Who knows? One card in their hand. Another Purging Stormbrood for, like, lifelink. Phew! Alright, looks like we needed exactly what we drew. Okay. Again, so if they had made the play of Purging Stormbrood blocking my 3/3 on that one turn, I would have gone for the technique. They would have countered it. They would have eaten my 3/3 flyer. Would that have saved them? Because I would have resolved the Bearer of Glory then, so maybe not, huh? Maybe we still win that game if that happens, but... Ay, ay, ay. Ooh. Yikes. Not having a 2-drop in this deck's pretty bad, but I think we can make up for it by having just slightly more stronger cards. And I can also just rip a 2-drop off the top. Like, I don't think we're supposed to take very many mulligans with this deck. We kind of need all of our resources, and perfect. That is exactly the card we were hoping to find. Rebellious Strike, also a really good draw, because if they just play some random creature here, they're very likely, right, to block the token, and we can kill whatever they block with. Felithar. Great, thank you. Oh, it would have been nice to play out the Rescue Leopard there. Sagu Pummeler. None of my plays are super efficient here. I think I still like developing out the Rescue Leopard instead of using a removal spell, though. There is merit to have killed the Pummeler, though, because then it would have turned off any of their, like, punch effects. No plays. Pretty sus, not gonna lie. I think I'm just gonna attack with the Shock Brigade then. Sure. Are they gonna double block my brigade? Okay, yeah, this is probably worth saving. Sure. Well, now I can just Pack Beast for 3 mana. No need to do anything else for now. That was not the worst case scenario for us, I think. It's obviously fine. Defeat Mardu Monument and Bloodfell Caves. Nice, okay, so... think I just like shooting their pummeler here. And let's... Man, detainment on one of their creatures is also tempting, but I think I'm going to devotee now before attacking with leopard. Are any of those better than what I currently have in my hand? I guess the shock brigade could be worse, technically. I think I'm just going to draw all of those. And we'll just attack with all. No rummaging. They have okay blocks, of course. But we're going to top the exhale since I still have detainment in my hand. So we can go Molten plus detainment if we want to. Okay, don't care about that particularly. Don't really care about that. Exhale. Yeah, I think we're going to do this. This is just way too much pressure. They're going to chump the Pack Beast and take 6 damage. And then we have the Shriek next turn for a hasty threat. I assume they're going to chump the Pack Beast. That'd be wild if they didn't. So even if they have, Dragonback Assault, that wouldn't kill my Shock Brigade. Ugin doesn't win here. Ugin kills the Pack Beast. They gain 3 up to 9, and then we have exactly 9 damage. They can't cast a Jeskai Revelation type card. Okay, 2-drop. A good start for us, I think. Pass. Alright, yeah, let's just... Flyer attack. I'm the bad guy. I'm the Boros player right now. But given our pool, you know, you gotta make do with what you got. What are you doing over there, friend? Don't be mad. What could they have? They have too many colors to start naming random cards. Is there a way for them to gain lifelink, though? No, well, it doesn't appear it. What is that, 3 wins? Okay, that's not shabby. That is half of our entry fee back. If we can get 1 more win, I would be happy. A lot of my pools lately, I think I've said that. Happy if we can just get our entry fee back, because I don't think the pools have been all that good. Bad news, we are on the draw. Good-ish news, the hand is decent. Yeah, definitely decent. Could use some more removal here. I suppose I don't actually have that much in the deck. On the draw, I play the Shock Brigade. I think on the play, I might lead with Bearer of Glory. No, maybe not. Okay. God, I wish I had... Wish I had my Rebellious Strike there. That would have been sick. Alright. Will they attack? They will not. Do we want to detain an attack, or do we want to just attack with Leopard? I think just attacking with the Leopard for now is right. Oh, that's a good draw. And them taking it is beautiful. Excellent. So our next turn might be incredible here. Okay, let's race. Are they going to hit me for 6? Sure. Sure. I like that. Oh, wow. Good. I guess I'm not even going to rummage, am I? I think I get rid of the dragon to kind of make any of their dragon cards worse. It's also technically the most damage of any of their creatures right now. Okay. Into nothing? Are they just dead with pump? They're just dead with double removal spell as well, of course. Okay! And that, my friends, is victory in my books, because 5,400 gems with the 16 packs, with the packs that we opened, is my money back. So now we're just playing for bonus. Let's see if we can win some boxes or some more gems. Okay, doke. Let's see, on the play. Turn 2 Shock Brigade, I keep it. This hand's a little bit awkward. Needs to find a couple of land, but also a couple of creatures. So that shouldn't be that hard, right? Just draw creatures and draw lands. Man, any castable creature next turn is going to be huge. Please don't kill my Shock Brigade. Gain life! Well, that's cheating, my friend. They're already at 23. If I draw a 2-drop, I probably cash in the Wild Ride, would be my guess? Question mark? That's bad. Oh, that's huge. Really need to do something that turn, I think. Our odds of winning are probably drastically reduced. It looks like they're probably on 5-color dragons, 4-color dragons. Yep, see, that right there might actually just kill us. My hand is cold to removal. Oh my god. Oh, shake my hand, I guess. That's really sick. Well, I guess on the flip side of things, they might not have very many threats, so maybe a couple of... Holy moly. Maybe a couple of removal spells can grind them out. I mean, you know what? I'm actually tempted to just detain their Dragonstorm. Now, this might be running into like a river technique or something, or they have an enchantment removal, but the way I see it, they're going to be playing some number of dragons in their deck. So by getting rid of it with the detainment now, while I wouldn't be doing anything else anyways, might be saving us actually quite a bit of life and whatnot. Yeah, like there's one dragon already. Oh boy. Okay, still no land. Pretty bad news for us. I need to draw a land here. That is not it. Land might have given me a chance because... Well, actually, I guess not, since... Guess I would have to deal with the other one anyways. Yeah, we're just going to die to a 5/5 flyer. I jinxed it. I said I would be happy with 4 wins. Alright. I don't think we have outs, right? No. Good beats. That was the deck we're supposed to prey on, but our draw was not good. Alright, like I said, this is another one of those pools that you're pretty happy getting your money back because look at the card quality. There were just like no rares. Now we have some of the best commons and in fact multiples of them for like a red-white BOROS deck, but the power level was just not there. So if our opponent, like in that previous game, just had a couple of removal spells and was able to buy time, we could never beat their overwhelming power later on. Yeah, I mean, the rares here are the real story. Look at this. Prowler, okay, that's fine. Thunder of Unity, yeah, that's fine. Just okay. It's actually a really strong ability, but you're never playing that really. Okay. Probably bad. Just okay. Like, and they're all spread out with really not much fixing, so I'm happy with that. 4 wins, we'll take it. BOROS lives to see another day. Thanks for watching, friends. We'll see you back next time. Bye-bye.